Greetings, pirates and privateers alike, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome to episode 3 of Captain Morgan's Wardrobe. So previously on Captain Morgan's Wardrobe, we have recreated Privateer Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to recreate, at least to the best of your ability, Commodore Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean Salazar's Revenge, otherwise known as Dead Men Tell No Tales. I have named this version as Commodore Barbossa as a reference to the Curse of the Black Pearl, where in Isla de Muerta, Jack Sparrow talks about Barbossa becoming a commodore of a pirate fleet, something Barbossa indeed became in Pirates 5. After Hector Barbossa killed the notorious Blackbeards in the Fountain of Youth, he took command of the infamous Queen Anne's Revenge, and set about becoming a pirate once more. After we saw Barbossa sail away on the Revenge at the end of Pirates 4, he amassed a large amount of wealth through successful pirating. He set up a fleet of ships to sail out, plunder ships rich with treasure, and return it to Barbossa. However, in Pirates 5, his rule of the sea was challenged by an old nemesis of Jack Sparrow, the undead Captain Armando Salazar, a Spaniard and a deadly pirate hunter. Barbossa, in a desperate attempt to save his treasure that was being sunk to the bottom of the sea, he decided to make a deal with Salazar to help him find Jack Sparrow, as a way to spare his ship, his treasure and his crew. Along the way in this adventure, he actually meets his long-lost daughter, Karina Smith, daughter of his former lover, Margaret Smith, who he placed in an orphanage after her mother died. Barbossa actually met his end for the final time in Pirates 5 as he sacrificed himself in Poseidon's tomb so that Jack Sparrow, Henry Turner and his own daughter Karina could escape with their lives. This of course meant that Barbossa plunged into the crashing water down below. So now that we know a bit about Barbossa in this installment of the franchise, let's have a look at how to recreate him. Let's open up the wardrobe. So first things first, the hat as usual. So the hat I'm using today, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but the Steigen Admiral hat? I'm not entirely sure how you say that. But it looks like this anyway. Oh, just something to bear in mind before we proceed any further. Everything apart from the peg leg, I believe, can be all bought from clothing shops on any outpost. The peg leg itself is a cosmetic you can't get anymore, so yeah. But the hat I was actually saving specifically for this version of Barbossa. It pretty much is the same hat, it's black and gold, so for that reason I went for this hat. Now for the shirt, now the undergarments or waistcoat I suppose which Barbossa wears is very difficult. There is nothing in the Sea of Thieves that resembles his undergarment or jacket. To be honest, in this version of Barbossa, I wouldn't worry about a shirt too much. I mean, obviously put a shirt on, but as I said, I wouldn't be too worried because the jacket that I'm going to be using covers pretty much all the torso, so you don't really see the shirt anyway. But I still went for the Royal Sovereign shirt. The reason why that is because it has a green waistcoat. It looks more like a corset. But Barbossa's undergarment, which he wears underneath his big blue jacket in this movie, is like a green and gold. This is the closest thing I could find to it. He does wear some form of shirt, as you could see at the end of his cuffs in Pirates 5. He does have like frilly, lacy cuffs. So now for the jacket, I'm using the Distinguished Admiral jacket. Now this is the best choice of jacket because Barbossa has in the movie a blue jacket with an over-the-shoulder sling or belt. The belt itself is black leather and gold buckle. The best thing about this jacket is that its matching waist belt does indeed have black leather and a gold buckle. And in the movie, Barbossa wears a waist belt that matches his over-the-shoulder sling or belt. So I've gone with the Distinguished Admiral belt and the Distinguished Admiral jacket. Now for the trousers, I'm using the Black Coat Executive Admiral trousers. It was difficult to decide on what pair of trousers to use for this specific version of Barbossa. I think in the movie it's like a turquoise burgundy coloured trousers. It's like a stripe. I'm not entirely sure, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything like that in the Sea of Thieves, so for that reason I just went with the Black Coat Executive Admiral trousers. They are yellow, which is not ideal. They're like a greeny sort of yellow, but as far as I can see, they're the best things to use. Now for the boots, I'm using the Redcoat Executive Admiral boots. Well, I should say boot. In this version of Barbossa, when he became a pirate, he decided to swap out the black boot which he wore as a privateer, and instead wore this, it's like a red crocodile leather looking boot. It's quite a tall boot as well, so this boot suits that style and look more than all the other boots. I was going to use the mercenary boots because they are red, but the issue is that they're too small. They're not as high as the Redcoat Executive Admiral boots, which is something which I think is important when trying to recreate Barbossa. He does have quite high boots. Now for the beard, once again, I'm using the same beard as the previous version of Barbossa, and that is the Sovereign beard. He does have quite a luxurious looking beard in this movie. He looks like he's tidied it up a bit, he's grown it a bit, so yeah. Now the hair was extremely difficult to decide upon, because for most of the movie, until he goes down into the gorge on the Black Pearl's anchor to save Jack, Henry and Karina, he is wearing this big, curly, blondish, brownish looking wig. And it is quite a big wig. It comes down his back, it comes down his chest a little bit. It is quite a large wig. I couldn't find anything that resembled that, so I've gone with the long hair, which is the longest hair. I do wish you could get even longer hair, because perhaps that would allow me to pull this version of Barbossa off more better, but yeah, this is the next best thing. Now on to the peg leg. Now, once again, this was extremely difficult to decide upon. Trying to go for something that looked like it was encrusted with jewels and had lots of fancy decorations and stuff like that on it was difficult to find. The Gloria Sea Dog peg leg was the best thing that I could find, because it is a brown peg leg. It does have some carving in it, and it does have some green jewels. Now, I think the description is that Barbossa's peg leg is encrusted with rubies, but unfortunately there's nothing like that in the Sea of Thieves. So for that reason, I've gone with the Gloria Sea Dog peg leg. Now, as I said, this peg leg is unobtainable now because it is an arena cosmetic. It is a part of the Gloria Sea Dog set, so if you are not able to get that when arena was active, then you will not be able to now. Now, I do want to add a tattoo to this version of Barbossa. The reason why and that is because when Barbossa was dangling in the gorge and caught Karina because the Black Pearl's anchor smacked against a bit of coral, a bit of reef, Karina lost her grip and she fell into the gorge. Barbossa caught her lower down on the anchor chain, but in that moment Karina realised that Barbossa was in fact her father when she saw tattooed on his arm her star sign. So as a cute little detail, I have gone with the Constellation tattoo set. Now this can be obtained by completing the Stars of a Thief tall tale. I think you only need to complete it once, and I think it's unlocked for you. And then you've got to complete all the other commendations to unlock the Ancient Spyglass, I believe. But yeah, this is just a nice little cool little detail, a cute detail. It is entirely up to you. It's not visible, it's just a nice little, addition to the character. Now finally, and this is the important piece to complete the set, and that is the Royal Revenge Cutlass. Now this is actually the same cutlass that was wielded by Blackbeard, which then Barbossa took possession of after he killed Blackbeard. And this is the cutlass that actually released the Black Pearl from her bottle and allowed her to sail again. And Barbossa fought with this cutlass aboard the Black Pearl when coming broadside to broadside with the Silent Mary. I do think it's really important that you have this cutlass a part of the character, as I feel as though it wouldn't complete it without it. And there you have it. Commodore Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. Now if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you would love to see next on Captain Morgan's Wardrobe. That's it from me today. May a fair wind be with you all, and happy pirating.